Alright, ghost hunters, I've got something very cool to show you today. I built a Phasmophobia quiz app that tests real game knowledge, such as hunt speed, blinking pattern, ghost abilities, and many other little stuff that people might ignore. It's completely free, browser based, and your scores are stored locally. Let's walk through it. So this is the homepage of my little application. I tried to win with a color palette that symbolizes, in my opinion, Phasmophobia, with the green UV handprint color and the purple UV light color. We can start the quiz either from the navbar or by pressing this button right here. Your scores will be tracked here locally, so it will show you your latest score and the 10 out of 10 streak, so you can flex yourself that you managed to have such a high streak on no evidence scenarios. Let's complete the test together. Which ghost can detect electronics or voice chat only at 2.5 meters or closer instead of the standard 7.5 or 9-meter range? There's only one ghost that is like very deaf basically for voice chat and for electronics, and that's going to be the yokai. If you press the lock-in button, you can see that this was in fact the correct answer, and you can press the next to go to the following question. Which ghost has a temperature-based speed? Faster in colder and slower in warmer rooms. So there's only one ghost in the game that has this specific ability, and that is going to be the Hanto. Which ghost ignores soul completely in every situation? So this is a trickier question because there's actually two ghosts that can ignore soul. Completely in every situation is going to be the Wraith, but the Galil, when it's enraged, is going to basically ignore Salt as well. Which ghost cannot turn on a light? So if you go into the location and you hear the ghost switching on a light switch, basically, you can 100% rule out mare, because mares cannot turn on lights. Which ghost can only fully open or fully close a door? So there's only one ghost in the game that has this specific ability. It's going to be the Yuri. If you see a partial door movement, doesn't matter how small it is, you know that you're not dealing with a Yuri. So it has to be fully open or fully closed. Alright, this is going to be a very fun one because this is a sound-based question. You are hidden and undetectable. The ghost started a hunt with audio 1 speed and the second hunt with audio 2 speed. Which one is it? Let's listen to the first audio of the first hunt. Alright, you were able to hear that the ghost, if it started with this speed, would be very, very slow. Let's listen to the second one. If you have very sharp ears, you will be able to tell that audio 2 was like a base ghost speed that most of the ghosts have, and audio 1, which is this one, is very, very slow. So the correct answer in this scenario is going to be a mimic because it can copy any ghost abilities. Audio 1 was from a revenant that does not know where you are, so 1 meter per second speed, and this is going to be like a very generic ghost with 1.7 meters per second. Which ghost is more likely to do light breaking events? So there's only one ghost that loves doing them, and if you see do it multiple times, you might be able to tell that if it is a mare, because they hate lights. The ghost lit a campfire or a candle in the location. Which ghost can you rule out? So there's one ghost in the game that basically cannot turn on a candle or a campfire in any given situation is going to be an onryo. They absolutely hate any lit flames. So if you see any ghost doing that, you know it's not an onryo. You incense the ghost during a hunt, and after 60 seconds of being repelled, it started a hunt. Which one is it? So this is a tricky question because you need to have a timer in order to test this, but at the higher level you must have a timer. So there's only one ghost in the game that is such an early hunter. After 60 seconds of being incensed is going to be a demon. Every other ghost has a 90-second timer. So if you start your little timer that you might see on my No Evidence Academy series, and I also have a timer, I'm always testing this 60 seconds theory for the demon. If the ghost hunts after 3 minutes, you can say that it is a spirit. Alright, and this is one of the other types of questions that I absolutely like, and I love that I was able to code it. Which ghost does not have the following blinking pattern? So this is basically like a very normal ghost blinking pattern. It's not too visible, it's not too invisible. You can pretty easily see it and listen to the footsteps of it, and the correct answer is going to be a Diogen. Diogen always know where you are and it will rush to your location. And also it has a very unique blinking pattern as well that is very similar to the Oni, where it's going to be very visible the closer it is to a player. The answer which does not have it like a base blinking pattern is a Diogen. Quiz finished. Final score is 10. If we go back to our page, you can see that the latest score incremented to be 10, and our 10 out of 10 streak has incremented to 1. And for terms and conditions, this is a completely fan-made and independent project, inspired of course by Phasmophobia. I am not affiliated, endorsed, or sponsored by the original developers whatsoever. It's completely free to use. I also have storage that I talked about, which is completely optional. Every browser has a built-in local storage memory, and if you clear your browser data, all your progress will be completely removed forever. Or if you change, for example, the browser, you complete the first quiz on Safari and the second one on Google Chrome, then these two scores will not be saved, only locally in that specific browser. So the results do not save, and they also won't save if you use incognito mode. No data collection, of course. And technology wise, if anyone is like a programming nerd out there, I also listed them here. I used React, TypeScript, HTML, and CSS. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to give a like, share, and a subscribe so the YouTube algorithm can promote this video and my quiz app to reach as many players as possible so they can become a better ghost hunter. Also make sure to check out my No Evidence Academy series on my channel, where I'm going to show you through gameplay how to identify these ghosts when the pressure is really on you. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time.